T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Boom, boom, boom. Hello, my friends. So, I've got a theory for you all. Okay? I'm going to read a little something that I've been working on, that I've been cooking for a while. Okay, throughout the vast, intricate lore of Genshin Impact, Zhongli, the god of gold, the Geo-Archon, well, we witnessed his power. And he is an extremely powerful god, but we also know that he's extremely mysterious. Okay, he's shrouded in mystery known to the people of Liyue as Rex Lapis Zhongli has guided his nation for millennia. However, beneath his sincere exterior lies a deeper secret. Okay, and what is this secret? Well, allow me to go in. The primordial one and the creation of Teyvat. The origins of Teyvat trace back to the primordial one, a being who was not a descender, but the creator of this world, the world that we know, the world that we walk in, because before Teyvat was Teyvat, it was a whole different world that looked different, existed different, functioned different. So the primordial one, using his cosmic eggshell, cracking the egg and cooking a little bit, made Teyvat. Therefore, he is part of Irminsul as the creator. Therefore, he is not counted as a descender. So he established the foundations of Teyvat, creating the world we know today, along with the four shades, divine entities who serve as fragments of the primordial one's will. Now, Celestia was the first descender. Celestia, known as the Heavenly Principles, was the first descender, a being not originally from Teyvat, but from another realm. This entity arrived in Teyvat and sought to challenge the Primordial One, leading to a catastrophic battle. Although Celestia was powerful, their conflict with the Primordial One left them weakened and without power. Their power nearly depleted. To restore the balance and preserve the remnants of their strength, a grand plan was set into motion. Now, let's go into the second and third descender. The contract between Zhongli and the Dragon King. Zhongli, according to this theory, is the second descender. Unlike the other gods, Zhongli did not originate from the primordial one's creation, but came from another world, much like Celestia. His role as the Geo-Archon and the god of gold, and his immense knowledge of power suggests that he has a unique understanding of Teyvat's true nature. He seems to know a lot more than what he says, but he also has a lot more powers than what we actually assume. Like, we've seen him do teleportation. Like, he saved us from the chasm, saved all of us from the chasm. Just boom, blink of an eye, didn't even bat an eyelash. Didn't even appear to be tired from it. Didn't need no gnosis or anything else for that, aside from his geo powers that he shows. But on that, you look at his geo power is described as being very immense. And while geo is part of creation, geo can create, like, reform the world, can reshape the world. So maybe that's why we see him as the Geo-Archon now. And maybe he chose to take the role of Geo-Archon. Okay? Now, so we know that I feel that he is not part of the Primordial One's creation. He's not originally part of Teyvat. He's been in Teyvat long enough to now be recorded in the history of Irminsul, but that does not make him or allow him to be original to this world. Okay, the third descender was revealed in the 4.0 update as the Dragon King, a powerful being who arrived in Teyvat from beyond after a titanic battle with Zhongli and the Dragon King, a contract was formed. Now, the contract that he always talks about is this. It's not with Celestia, but the contract was made between the Dragon King and Zhongli, and it was forged. This ancient contract was designed to preserve the power of Celestia, the heavenly principles, by turning the remains of the Dragon King into the Gnosis, divine artifacts that would serve a crucial purpose. Now, the Gnosis and the reawakening of the heavenly principles. The Gnosis created from the Dragon King's remains are more than just symbols of divine authority. They are vessels that store and recharge the power of the heavenly principles. Each Gnosis, when held by an Archon, gathers energy from vision holders and their belief in their God. So the more vision holders there are and the more people that worship the God, the more power goes in Gnosis. Okay, to choose those chosen by the gods to wield elemental power, this energy is crucial for reawakening Celestia, as the combined power of all 7 Gnosis can summon the heavenly principles and restore their depleted strength. Now, this will give you a little more context why the Fatui are collecting them all, because they have unfinished business. They feel that they themselves and also Conria were wronged. Were wronged by the heavenly principles, but not just the heavenly principles. They were betrayed by all the other gods. They feel that they were betrayed. Conria feels that they were betrayed by the gods because the gods used the power from the Gnosis 400 years ago to destroy their world. They summoned the heavenly principles. The heavenly principles is an empty body. Heavenly principles was defeated by the primordial one, but in doing so, the primordial one ceased to exist. The primordial one gave all of his energy and all of his powers to destroy the heavenly principles. But by him no longer existing, the world is now vulnerable. So Zhongli and the Shades and the Dragon King devised a plan. They said, "Hey man, we're just going to take and use your body, make some gnosis. We're going to use them to control the husk, the body of Celestia, to protect this world. So when time comes, we can resurrect Celestia and use Celestia, use the heavenly principles to battle greater powers that we cannot defeat." So when they summoned, when the abyss started coming up into this world from below, they actually all got together. They summoned the heavenly principles, and the heavenly principles' decision was to literally destroy Connery and block everything off and screw the world up and that. And so now the Cryo Archon, who was apparently obviously in love with someone from Conria who no longer exists, they feel scorned. They want to destroy Celestia. They want to end Celestia. They want to stop the whole entire thing. They want to destroy the Gnosises, destroy Celestia, and just leave the world to new gods. So, but not only that, to give you a little more context, all the gods that we know right now are made, well, their powers come from the remains of the 4 shades. The 4 shades literally sacrifice themselves to create more gods, and each nation got a god that shares similarities and powers with the 4 shades. So the 4 shades are gone. They're all gone because they sacrifice themselves in order for new gods to form and new gods to grow and for the world to evolve. So my whole entire theory is that Primordial One is not a descender. They're not a descender because they are the creator. Now Celestia was the descender, came in, decided to fight, have a battle, and wanted to take over, but was defeated. And it was nothing but a husk, nothing but an empty husk with no power nor nothing. So a contract was made when Zhongli fought the Dragon King, because Zhongli came in and started to rebuild the world. Now, even though he appeared younger to Guizhong when he first met Guizhong, like it states, Guizhong met him as a young man, but he implies, like we know Guizhong has existed on this world probably longer than Zhongli, possibly, but I don't think that's the case. I think she just looked older because Zhongli ages different because he's not from this world. He existed on this world, and he states it. He's existed on this world for 6,000 years. He's existed on this world for 6,000 years, which implies that he came from another world. But we also know he has powers and knows a lot more than what we actually think he does. So, on that note, this is pretty much my whole entire theory. So I hope it kind of makes some sense. But yeah, the gods that we know now are made from the shades. Zhongli was the second descender. The Dragon King and him battled, and then then they came to a conclusion that okay, we need to end the battling, we need to end the war. Let's do this. So we made these gods, gave them all gnosis and yada yada yada. And the upcoming battle is just the Cryo Archon, who has a bunch of Fatuis, and one of them, and the Fatuis are led by an ex-Conrian leader who is very scorned because, well, their vengeance isn't so much with the heavenly principles, but also with all the other gods, because all the other gods, they kind of summoned Celestia, the heavenly principles, and restored the heavenly principles' powers long enough to defeat the Abyss. But in defeating the Abyss, they destroyed Connery and much of the world. So, yeah, that's my theory. But I firmly believe that Zhongli is the second who battled and made contract with the Dragon King in order to try to protect and save the world from the Abyss and things come in the future. So I hope this makes some sense to you guys, and I hope you understand what I'm trying to get at here. But take it as you will. That's just one of my theories. Catch y'all on the flip side.
The streamers ended, listen close. Party's done, now hit the road. Screens don't blink, your eyes still glued. Time to move, get in the mood. Lights are off, the show's long gone. Find the sun where you belong. Couch is cold, you've had your fill. Time to break from digital thrill. Lights are off, the show's long gone. Find the sun where you belong. Couch is cold, you've had your fill. Time to break from digital thrill. Go touch some grass, it's calling you now. Feel the breeze and take a bow. World awaits beyond that screen. Live your life like it's a dream. Fresh air waiting, step outside. No more video games to hide.